So what could be more fun than flying in the heat of a Texas summer? Going out and doing aerobatics in the heat of a Texas summer. That's what. My friend Rich and I hadn't gotten out to fly together in quite a while, never mind doing aerobatics. And as well, during our other aerobatic flights that we had done before, we had never gotten around to doing any spins in my RV, so we were definitely overdue. I knew that getting some spin training from Rich would be especially fun, given he's an expert in spin recovery. During his time in the Air Force, Rich had at one point been the spin demonstration pilot, which meant that he was the instructor who taught all the other instructors the various ways to spin and recover a T-37. And with that for a background, I was sure he'd have a lot of insight that he could offer me.
We're good anytime. We could do a spin if we want. All right.
You want to do the first one?
Yeah, I'll do one to get in.
You got it.
You're with me.
Yep.
So bring the power back. It'll be full back.
Which way are you going to go?
I'm going left.
Okay, going left.
One turn. That was pretty benign.
500 feet roughly.
Is that what you expected? What do you think?
Yeah.
The spin?
Yeah.
It felt like I kind of lethargically got into it. Maybe I wasn't near enough to stop. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to do a snap roller into it or something.
All right, here we're going to go around two.
Okay.
Bringing the power back. 70. 60. Again, some rudder. There's one. Two.
Oops. Sorry about that. Just spot.
Yeah, what did I do? I pull back too quick?
It's just a little bit too much back pressure, yeah.
It just felt like it didn't want to quit turning. I just kept waiting. Is that okay?
Yeah, you get about 500 feet of rotation.
You feeling my rudder action while I'm doing it? Your feet are there. You know what I'm doing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did it feel like I was appropriately putting the rudder in at the right time?
Stop the rotation.
Like you need about a 90-degree turn to finish it after you've taken the rudder out.
That's about right. Yeah, about 90 degrees. Seemed like you have good rudder authority. It seems to stop real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do one?
Oh, I don't care. Yeah.
Well, let's get it back up in the air. I'm sure you'll make it look better than I did.
No, I don't know about that. The first one maybe not, but I mean the second one maybe. But
yeah, the second one I was like, well, I want to quit turning.
Most airplanes, if you just let go of everything, are going to pop out.
True.
Now, because you have to hold pro spin controls in.
Yeah.
To stay in there.
For those of you that follow my videos, you've seen me doing aerobatics with Rich, and I've mentioned before that he's a former fighter pilot. But I'd like to tell you just a little bit more about retired Colonel Richard Graham. Rich has flown an amazing variety of aircraft. In Vietnam, Rich flew combat missions in an F-4 Phantom, flying for the Wild Weasel Squadron. As I've already mentioned, he was the spin demo pilot in T-37s and also flew in the T-38 Talon. The pinnacle of his flying accomplishments was to become an SR-71 Blackbird pilot, flying missions that surveyed the former Soviet Union during the Cold War. Rich also piloted the U-2 spy plane stateside during his tenure as wing commander of Beale Air Force Base. And if that weren't enough, Rich was also awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross. Needless to say, it's an honor to fly with him and have him as my friend.
Well, go ahead, tell me about that, how you were the spin demo pilot, just because people will be interested. So,
well, in the Air Training Command, way back when, in the 60s, when I got into pilot training, you had to do spin with the T-37. It had all the capability to do them. And each air training base had one instructor who was certified to do this 6 demos. You do 6 different spins start at 18,000 feet and you spin down to 10. And you would do things like, the first one would be the accelerated spin, where you accelerate by pushing putting the stick forward and let it wrap up real tight to show the instructor how a student could get him into this problem. Then you'd do a stick-only recovery, an rudder-only recovery. You'd go an inverted spin, do inverted spin recovery. All there were 6 different spins that you demoed in one flight. And it was to teach the instructor the potential that the student could get them into. Any one of those, beyond those 6 maneuvers, you can't do much more. And the worst one being an inverted spin, where you're pinned against the canopy and everything's upside down. Inverted spins were just nasty stuff.
And you did like all day long. You were up there from 18 to 10, 18 to 10.
Yes, 18 to 10, and down to 10,000, back up to 18. You do this whole 6 demoed, and then the mission was complete.
Wow. And you were teaching, like you mentioned, the instructors. You weren't teaching regular people.
No, you only teach the instructors, because you're teaching them how a student could possibly inadvertently get them into one of these scenarios. And they needed to see how to get out of these scenarios. And then when they do teach them, they only teach them normal spins. They just teach the students. They don't teach them all the hard. No. They don't. That's for us to teach them the possibility of getting into one of those.
How many years did you do that?
I did that for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I also flew. I flew normal. I flew normal flights too, giving check rides with the instructors. But every new instructor had to have that.
That's a lot of spinning.
Yeah, it is.
So here
I used to triple turn to that thing a day. Trip turn it, we called it.
What is?
I take 3 different instructors up 3 times every day.
Oh wow.
Do 3 different. So I do, 3 times 6 is 18 spins in a day.
How many turns for each one?
They were all different. The inverted would be a little different from the accelerated. The accelerated would return a lot. I mean, when you start doing accelerated spin, it really wraps up. And the accelerated, all you do, you're holding the stick back into the spin, and all you do is slowly move forward. If you move it too far forward beyond neutral, it'll pop right out. So you have to just finesse it so it wraps up nice and tight without popping out.
And the plane's got plenty of G capability, so you're not worried about that. Did you have a spin demo pilot, the one that taught you to demo?
Yeah, you go out to Randolph Air Force Base, and that's the only place they teach each instructor. It's going to be the demo pilot. You go to Randolph and it's a 4-week course, 1 month. You go out there and learn all this stuff.
For a month or a week?
It was a month. I mean, the military's great at cramming a course into a 1-week course into 4 weeks.
I guess you're going to be demoing all the
it was
really difficult.
There was a lot of academics with it, and classroom as well as the practical flying of it. And they wanted to make sure you got each one of those down next to a science. The inverted one's the toughest one, because you're planted against the canopy, man. If you aren't strapped in, you're just planted there.
Now that you remind me, let's pull them in. All right. Well, you can show me one here, and we'll try not to do an inverted one. No inverted spin. So trim it up however you like it here.
Yeah, it's pretty neutral right now.
Oh, we're actually only at 3.5
Yeah, I'm going to go up a little bit more.
I guess I drifted down while I was enamored by your stories there. And don't get carried away. 2 would be plenty. We can always do another one if you think you want to do 3.
No. What do you want to enter that? About 5 or so?
4.5 is even good.
4.5, okay.
You were saying we took off 500 per turn? We were dropping?
Yeah, about 500 rotation. The only thing I didn't notice when you were doing yours, were you using full opposite rudder?
I had full pro rudder in.
Oh, to hold it in?
To hold it in, to make it go, and then I held that in, and then when I wanted to quit, then I backed out.
Oh, just neutral. You don't use opposite rudder?
I don't know. It's all a blur to me. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, you ready to go into it?
Yep.
Right out of it.
1.5?
Yeah, it stops real quick. You hardly need anything. As soon as you break the stall, it comes out of it.
Yeah.
You don't need much rudder at all.
It felt a lot more benign watching you do it than when I'm focused on doing my own.
We can get another one in here real quick.
Okay.
Back over here.
They work better to the left, I think, but whichever way you're more comfortable doing it. Fine with me. Okay.
Okay, out of the sun, fire's coming back, nose is up. We'll do a left one. One. Pops out. Whoa, good dive here. Hold your G's.
Yeah, I can feel them. I can feel them right now. Yeah, we tumbled even my electronic EFIS gyro. It was like recovering horizon. All right, we'll do a loop. I'm not sure how many I'm going to hold out for.
Do what?
I said we'll do a loop here. I'll do one after.
You got it.
We'll get it back up to 5. The heat is not my friend.
No, it's not. No, nobody's friend. This is TCAS here related?
No, that's ADSB.
ADSB,
yeah,
TCAS over.
there. There's no traffic show.
See anyone around.
And we got the tower back there watching it. I think not too many people are thrilled about coming out here in 90-degree weather. What is it? It's only 82 up here. It's like a spring day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish. Okay, we're up at 5-ish. I'm going to dive. And keep in mind, I haven't done one of these in like 8 months. Probably when we did it way back when in November-ish.
I can't recall your entry speed. What do you want?
Yeah, well, we found that it didn't really matter, but we'll take it to like 165.
165, okay.
165-ish. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Got the horizon, wings level, keep sweeping down through these lines. There we go.
Tower,
That didn't actually feel too bad.
Kilo, ready for departure.
Got it.
Any critique there?
Oh,
What I
look good.
Left
Sweeping up from section lines are all with us.
Okay.
Left to the runway first 2,000 feet.
What I did differently.
Ready for takeoff, left traffic.
What I did differently than I normally had done before, I tried to keep track of the cloud out in front of me to keep the rudder, keep the nose pointed correctly with the rudder, and I really delayed looking out at the wing.
Ah, you were watching these serious clouds up ahead?
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot one camera. I was going to have a camera right here looking out at the wing so that you could watch the wing coming around the whole way, and then I forgot my 5th camera.
1, 2, 3.
There's one here, out on the wing and out on that wing. I need a whole checklist just for the video. Oh, and by the way, that was a 3.9G loop.
3.9? Yeah, 4's good.
Can you tell, I'm too much in a daze.
Sounds about 4.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah.
Do you know at what point I was pulling that? On the
entry, both on the entry. And
I pulled pretty hard on the entry.
Yep.
Okay.
That's good. That's not good. That's good. The thing about a loop is if you pull hard here and you let it float over top, you make it more of a loop. But if you sort of, you sort of got to think about this thing as a loop rather than an elliptical.
Yeah. Some guy pointed out that, if I could go out and look at my loop, it would probably look more like a lowercase script L, up and over.
Yeah.
And, it's really impossible for me to tell in here.
It is.
Maybe you can tell better than I can, but
you can't.
All right, well, I cleared the G meter. We'll find out what we do in the next one.
What I'm used to in more performance airplanes, coming in entry into 400 knots or 450, big loops, whereas you just do yours real quick.
Oh, really? 450 knot loop entry?
Yeah, T-38, F4, whatever, you get a lot of speed up, and it's a big,
Yeah. Oh, the T-38, not the 37. The mini wing T-38. I love that plane. I forget, what is the name of that plane?
T-38?
Yeah, what's the nickname?
Talon.
Talon, T-38 Talon, yeah. It looks more like a rocket than a plane with the tiny little wings hanging out there. Okay, we're up at 5. So we are going to dive.
Flight 6, roger, how the approach terminate.
Make sure pick up, section lines north.
Okay, we'll get...
You're there, you're on them.
Okay. Here we go, ready?
Yep.
That's the one that they're building. We want to go to the one just south of it.
Flight 6, roger that. And did you just want to go to the runway, then break it off, or break
That was pretty much back down the section line.
Yeah.
Alpha 6, roger that. And
All right, you want to do anything? How about an Immelman?
Taxi.
Show off your Immelman skill.
Okay.
Then I'm going to get a drink while you fly here.
Okay, I got the airplane. Back south here a little bit. Same entry airspeed?
Yeah.
You want to do it? You want me
No,
to
I'm going to let you do it.
Okay.
You got to have a little fun, too. I can't keep dragging you out here for aerobatics and you just watch me do it.
68 kilo, helicopter traffic.
When you're in the military, do they formally do aerobatics, or you just kind of learn it through dogfighting training?
Well, no, aerobatics are mostly done in air training command, as you learn the trainers. Once you get into the fighters and stuff, that all becomes part of how you...
Part of the dogfight.
Yeah, the dogfight. You don't really think I'm going to do a Cubanate or a split S or something now.
You just do whatever it takes to maneuver.
Now, a split S was a good maneuver to change 180 degrees real quick. That's what we used to pull down.
Yeah.
So that was a good defensive maneuver if you wanted to get on someone's tail or something. Okay, what is 165 still?
Yeah, so we're up there fairly high.
I'll just do the section
about 165.
South. Come in with the power. And I'm going to roll to the left when I get on top.
Oh, by the way, 3.8 G on that other loop.
Okay.
So it's pretty much repeated. Which way you rolling on top?
I'm going to go to the left when I go up top. The 165.
3 Gs, 3.1.
Pull in on the horizon. Wrong rudder.
Oh, did you?
Well, I'm off on the section lines here.
Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah. For a moment, I couldn't tell which way we were going.
Let me do that again.
Okay.
That was bad.
I got one more in me.
Do you?
Yeah.
Don't like that?
No, we're good. We're good. One more in me.
I'm going to do this one heading north, and we'll come back.
Roger that.
I'll be pouring the bottle of water over my head here in a minute. But
Left. I put in right rudder.
it's a really weird feeling at the top because
it is.
You just feel like you don't have a whole lot of airspeed. In fact, I'm going to watch and call it out.
There he goes. 5.
3.3 G. Airspeed is right at stall.
Oh, shit. As soon as you said that,
That threw you off, man.
that threw me off completely.
That's funny. You're right.
I wasn't waiting for a commentary.
Well, I was trying to tell people what we were doing. And right there, I mean, we were right at stall, and I mentioned it, and man, we just kind of fell out. You let go. Okay, I'll give you a chance to do one more.
Let me do one more.
Okay.
I don't want to get you a cigarette here, but okay, we'll do one more.
I barely have one more, but we can do it. Where's my hair? That was funny.
There we go.
All right. 3.4.
Man, I'm still off.
Okay, that's about all I can do. Yeah, you were about 5 knots above stall on that one. But I'd let you try it again, but I don't think I've got it in me.
5,500.
You good? Okay.
You got to take it. Always do better when you're feeling bad if you're flying rather than just sitting there.
Yeah, and you know, when we began doing acro, and I would let you fly, and I didn't feel that stick in my hand,
that's different.
It would really get me.
Oh,
but I'm getting better to now where, you know, just watching you do it, I'm taking the time to like look at airspeed, look at the G meter. You know, I'm not like a deer in headlights anymore.
But pulling on the pole, being the one doing it is a lot better for...
Even for you?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, it doesn't bother me. I'm used to it. But
many years of doing it, you just have no problem.
Terminal 7 Delta Echo taxi to the ramp, Bravo 3, have a good day.
Bravo 3 to the ramp to the hangar. You too, sir. Well, appreciate you coming along, Rich. I was afraid I wouldn't remember how to do any of that after...
How long's it been?
About 8 months.
Oh, really?
Ago, yeah. I think it was like November when we did it. I'd have to go back and look at my last video, but... I think it was around November the last time we did acro. Every time I get into this, I end up talking myself out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
If I'd have began when I was 20, I'd have no fear.
And I'd like to end with a huge thank you to all of you who support my videos on Patreon.